Hey everyone, Soldier 553 here with another gun review, and most people are probably familiar with this gun. As you can tell, this is a Glock. This happens to be the Glock 19 9mm compact Glock. Make sure this is safe. Safety check. Always do that, even though I safety checked it before. As you can see, no rounds in the chamber. No rounds in this magazine. So we're safe to proceed. Okay, this is going to be kind of a... I don't know how to really review this gun and say things that haven't already been said before, but I'm going to try to give you my impressions. Just kind of give you maybe a different look on it, and my thoughts and my opinions basically. This is the 9mm Glock. This is the mid-sized frame Glock. Capacity is 15 Evil rounds. And I'll get that. I'll kind of make fun of that, but it's not such a funny thing. But right now, as I'm doing this review, and I kind of wanted to do this review now because maybe there won't be a point in doing it later. Nobody can own something like this. I'm not giving mine up. Let me take a drink here. Alrighty. But if you're in the market for one of these, and not to say that you're dumb to try to get one, because they're kind of hard to find. At least where I live, in the one gun shop I like to go to. Last time I was in there, they had pretty much all they had left was Glock 23s and a couple Glock 21s and 45, and the Glock 23s were in 40. For some reason people are not as interested in 40, at least that's what I've seen, as they are in mostly 9 and 45. Because of what's going on as this is being recorded. But if you're looking at one of these and you happen to stumble upon my review, in the mix of thousands of them, you can't go wrong with a Glock 19. That's what I think. There's a lot of hype out there, and in my opinion, most of it is pretty good stuff I've heard, and I'm pretty much on par with that. I think they're a good gun, and they're not, for the money, and I'm not saying like they're cheap or nothing like that. It's just you can get a gun. You can get guns like this for a lot more and a lot less, but I think the Glocks are the best guns out of the box for around $500. Now, with things going on the way they are currently in beginning of 2013, that might change. You might pay a little more for these, but I still think it's worth it if you have the money. I pretty much like mine stock. The only thing I've really done with mine is the little slide release lever. I just like that little bit more of a kind of a shelf to put your finger on and pull down. Other than that, it's stock. Even the sights, and I like these sights. I like the that sight picture. It works good. Make sure it's clear. It is clear. I like the trigger. The trigger is not bad. It's about what everyone describes it as. There's maybe a little bit of a mushy feeling towards the end, but you really don't notice it that much. Like right towards the end, you get like a little bit of flex and then it goes, but that's fine with me. I like the trigger. Trigger's nice. Grip feels good to me. It's not the best. I have to admit, it's not the best grip. My brother does have a Springfield XD M, and I kind of like, that's a full size though, the one he has, but I kind of like that. The finger grooves are not bad, but I kind of, might prefer just a straight grip, because everyone's fingers are different and they might they do okay. So the grip's not bad, but it's not perfect. But I don't think any grip would be perfect. I like the serrations on the back here. They work good. I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus. Wants to not focus today. So the grip is good. The overall feel is good. Just trying to think of anything else I can tell you that hasn't been said 100 times. The one thing I like about this gun, and this kind of just one of the things I like about some guns, is that when they're simple, yeah, some people might think this is ugly. I don't think it's ugly, but what makes me like this gun the most is just its simplicity and ease of use and easy to clean, easy to take apart. You can take apart the slide down all the way. You can take the frame down all the way with one tool. I haven't taken down the frame yet, but I have taken down the slide. But I've heard the frame's pretty easy too, so I'll have to try that out one day. Field stripping. Most people are just going to field strip their guns. If you're the kind of person that wants to buy one of these, and you're really not into tinkering with it and taking it down and stuff, the basic field strip, which you got to do anyways, is pretty easy. As you all may already know, it's pull back the slide, pull down the levers, pull off the slide. You got your recoil spring guide rod, and your barrel comes right out, and that's pretty easy for me. Clean the barrel, clean the slide, put it back together, and you're good to go. And you really don't have to worry about Glocks, because they're pretty reliable guns. So even if you don't get them 100% clean, I'm sure they'll run just fine. I'm sure there's people that own these that have never cleaned them and they run fine. Me, I'm not that kind of a person. I don't like to do that to my stuff. I like to, if I shoot 10 rounds out of it, I'm kind of anal about that. I'll clean it, but it's easy to clean, so it's not a big deal. Another thing I like about this gun, since it is so simple, parts are easy to change out. Like this part, like I said, if I had already mentioned, that's the only thing I've done. But it was easy. You just take the slide off, you push out one pin, pop it in, push the pin back in, and you're done. Most people are pretty good at taking the sights off. If you want to change out your sights, it's pretty easy. You can change this little lever here if you want. I might do that. That's easy to do. A lot of people like to change out the magazine release. That's easy to do too, not very hard at all. So everything about the gun is simple, easy, and everything like that. And one reason I went with the Glock is that there are just so many companies out there that make parts for it. You know, holsters, you know, parts that you can upgrade, sights, you know, lights and lasers, you know, a couple mags. I got one of the, oh, that's a Glock magazine. One of the I think it's Con or KCI, maybe. Yeah, KCI magazines. I'll try that out, see how that works. I've heard good and bad, but mostly good. You'll hear if it's bad. I'll do a little video on it if it doesn't turn out right. Maybe I'll do one if it does work well. I have, you know, some of the accessories like I have, like I said, you can get a light for it, and I prefer flashlights that attach to the gun, just because I think it's easier to, you know, if you gotta grab it and use it quick, you don't, you know, your light's right there, and you put your finger where you're supposed to be, and you pop it on. You can have your other finger come up and turn it off. This light, you know, has strobe. You can put lasers on here. Heck, they even make, you know, you could get like a bayonet thing. I've seen. Those are kind of stupid, but whatever floats your boat. There's lots of holsters that you can get. You know, I got one from Glock. Glock makes their own holsters. This one's just a real simple holster. Nothing to it at all. Get rid of the magazines. Make sure I'm safe. You know, this holster will fit any of the 9mm, the 40, or the 357 SIG, and then they have another one for 45 and 10mm. The only thing about this holster is I think that if you upgrade like the magazine release, it probably won't work, because see, the mag release comes right up there. You know, it's a pretty good holster. It should work with sights and stuff. Just a basic, it's a nice range holster. Could be used for concealed carry. I've heard people that use them for concealed carry as a good outside the waistband holster. Another good range holster is this, you know, just kind of a standard nylon holster. That's the only thing these are really good for at the range, if you just gotta have something to put your gun in. And it comes, you know, with a strap that straps it down. And then you got lots of different choices inside the waistband holsters. This one I just picked up at the gun shop. I don't even know what brand it is, but it just says made in somewhere, I don't know. I can't hardly read it, but it was used, so I don't even know what brand. But you can get lots of different holsters like this. You know, they have clips, or you can get all sorts of different inside the waistband holsters. Just about any company that makes a holster makes ones for a Glock. So that's really, you really have a big market for, you know, accessories and stuff like that. So that's another thing that turns me on about the Glock, is that you know, accessories and parts are just all over the place. Magazines are pretty good and stuff for it. Now the way things are as the time of this recording, these may be hard to find. If you this is a Gen 3. If you do like them, maybe you can get a Gen 4. Gen 4s come with 3 magazines, so and I like about 3 magazines. That's why I have two that came with a gun, and I bought a third one just for mostly the range, which is that Korean one. You can get these will accept the Glock 17 magazines. So if you find one of those, they might stick out like that much maybe, but the gun's still still functional. And then they even make little things that go, a little sleeve that goes over the magazine that fills that gap and it gives you a little bit more grip and stuff. Then you can find if you can find them. As of now, maybe they'll become a bit more available. If nothing happens, I know something's going to happen, but I can't sit here and talk about that too much. But they do make 33 round magazines that come, stick way down like that, and if you can get your hands on those, then those are pretty cool. I think they're really just all they are is for fun. I think there's no practical reason if you're gonna carry one of these, and these are good for carry. There's probably lots of people out there, probably millions of people out there that carry Glocks. Cops carry them. Anything beyond what fits in the gun flush. This is a flush normal capacity is what I call them. Magazine that's good for good enough for me. If you want, you can get some Glock 17 magazines and carry those for backup, but anything bigger than that I think is impractical, my opinion. What else can I say about these without dragging on too much? They're just good shooting guns. They're accurate. For some reason, most of them come out of the box pretty squared away in the sights, but for some reason, I noticed mine was shooting to the left a little bit. I noticed the back sight was moved just a little bit over. Nothing to really get too excited about, but it, easily was corrected. My gunsmith, the gunsmith in my gun shop said, yeah, bring it in, I'll tap it over, no charge. What else can I say? But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion. You can't go wrong with these. If you're in the market for one and you're thinking about one with the way things are, I really wouldn't hesitate. I would really just get one and don't worry about it, because even after I got one, I was like, did I give into the hype and just get one, or are these going to be good? And then you own one and you're like, yeah, they're good. Most people that own them will eventually will buy another one or several of them. So yeah, there you go. Why I think Glocks are good, but pretty much most of it's been said 100 times or more. So there you go, guys. My look at the Glock 19.